I came to Morgan Stanley. They started asking me internal interviews में कि गौरव ये कंप्यूटर का क्रैश हो गया तो क्या होगा? सर कंप्यूटर क्रैश ये क्या? They're like, what if the power supply goes away? Sir, power supply generator होगा ना आपके पास कुछ तो होगा. This is the weirdest thing. You enter a company and then they say that, okay, let's test this person on algorithms. And you do the algorithms, you're really good at problem solving, you're good at computer programming. Then they say, okay, now where's the system design? Or, you know, we are making HTTP requests to this box. It's doing a load balancer over here. And you go like, what is HTTP? What is load balancer? You know, in Uber and in Directi, when I was talking to them, they used to, a lot of them thought it is Gaurav Kumar, must be K. And then there is C, which is something to do with computers maybe. But then I said, you overthought. I'm not that smart. GKCS, the name comes from after college, after getting placed.
Hello everyone, today we have a very special guest with us, that is Gaurav Sen. Let's get started with a small introduction. Everybody knows Gaurav Sen, right? You know, if a student wants to study system design, he's popularly known for his system design and algorithm videos over his YouTube channel. In the past, he's been associated with a few big companies like Morgan Stanley, Directi and Uber. And currently he's been working over his startup, that is InterviewReady, and we'll hear from him about the startup in the later part of the video, and also we'll have a rapid fire round at the end of the video, so do wait till the end. And the session is going to be amazing. The questions I prepared for him will definitely help you to grow and learn. So let's get started with the first question, that is, like, everybody watch your videos to prepare for system design. How you actually prepared yourself for system design interviews and stuff?
So firstly, thank you, Kushal, for this wonderful opportunity. Thanks for inviting me and making this possible. I remember that there was a system design contest that was being hosted on the YouTube channel, and you were the person who promoted the contest, made sure to reach as many people as possible. So thank you for that. Okay, now to answer your question, the way I learned system design in the start was in Directi. I was working as a software engineer. So we learned it, let's say, hands-on. We were building systems and I started learning about consistent hashing. I started learning about routing requests, load balancing. This is the weirdest thing. You enter a company and then they say that, okay, let's test this person on algorithms. And you do the algorithms, you're really good at problem solving, you're good at computer programming. Then they say, okay, now where's the system design? Or, you know, we are making HTTP requests to this box. It's doing a load balancer over here. And you go like, what is HTTP? What is load balancer? And I agree, part of it was my fault. As a student, I didn't study properly. That's the reason my networks, my marks or something like this. But on the job, I started learning about, let's say, some fundamentals of computer science. Which, when you make it advanced, becomes a distributed system design. And then after that, when I started taking YouTube videos, I realized that there is a lot more I have to learn if I want to teach people from the basics, or if I want to actually help people understand exactly what is happening. So I had a few interns with me in Directi who I was mentoring. So when teaching them, I realized that, okay, this is usually the doubt that people have. So the interesting thing is, I started reading a lot of blogs and I started teaching in the company itself, which helped me understand the concept better. And then I went on YouTube with, to a general audience. Because when you're teaching, engineers, they already know a lot of things. While if you're teaching to YouTubers, you have to be even more simple.
Exactly. Everything from the scratch. Okay, so what is the story behind InterviewReady and like what it is about?
Interesting thing here is that in Directi, the company I was working in, about 3-4 years ago, 3 years ago actually, I quit the company thinking that I'll start InterviewReady. And then I quit, and then I was set up. Then I got this interview opportunity at Uber. And then looking at the package, I was like, nah, I think I should. Strange thing, this happens. So after I got the job and I worked for a year, I again realized that no, the passion thing is still there. So for a long time, I was thinking of teaching full time. because that is what gives me a lot of like, I feel good when I create content which people understand like quickly and it helps them. So that thing is something which is internal. It's difficult to explain actually. Maybe it adds meaning to my life is the best way to say it. So
Yes.
if that happens, I would strongly suggest any person who finds something like that, try to make money out of it. Okay, because
Mhm.
I know it sounds very odd because in college you're always thinking about the world must be saved and we should do something. But if you're really passionate about something, you will do it really well and you will help a lot of people in general. Apart from that, you need to keep yourself also alive and you should be good to yourself. So to make this expand, to do it really well, you need to make money. So then what is a sustainable business model? After a little bit of like maybe 2 or 3 months of brainstorming, I said, okay, fine, let's start with a course. And that's the
Okay.
only product that InterviewReady is right now having. It's just one
Okay.
system design
Mhm.
course, an online course, which is out there at the moment. And that's how it
I
started.
see. Okay. Okay. And like, you were the founder of the company, so you might be the one who involved in most of the designing stuff. So like you have designed everything in and out, or you have outsourced that thing to someone else.
This is interesting. So the whole thing, the whole product, right, initially
Yeah.
was almost you can say outsourced to this platform called Thinkific.
Okay.
They provided everything, which is discussion forums, quiz, video content, of course. And what I did, basically, it was a one person show. So editing was being done by me. I mean, which is what you also do, Kushal. I mean, you do the whole YouTube thing apart from your normal job. So I was doing the company management, which is there are some finances and stuff related to every company, plus the video content, creation. Everything else was being taken care of by Thinkific. So it was a third party.
Okay.
Initially, I
I see.
asked for a web developer role. So that was for this. That was for improving the website. So now what we have done is we have taken away all the payments and registrations. So I'll probably attach a diagram here, which will make things simpler. There's payments, registrations are now interview ready, and Thinkific is the other platform. And within a month and a half is the plan. We want to completely move out of this platform. And our system, we have already designed the system. It's already in the works.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
two very talented engineers working with us. So yeah, hopefully we'll have our own system
Great,
design.
great. I mean, wish you
Maybe
all the best for that.
thank you, Vishal. I think I'll make a video on that once it is over.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, now I have seen this thing and even faced also. Like as an intern, I have been asked a system design question, and as a full-time employee as well, when I was applying, I was asked a system design question. And to experience personal as well, like 3 year or 8 year experience, same system design question can be asked. So how the answer should vary for those.
So interesting. What you're saying is absolutely true. I was speaking to someone from Amazon. She was applying for a really high position. Okay, and she was asked a question which would be called maybe basics of system design, like first part one, part two. And she was shocked. I was shocked. And we started thinking like, how should you respond to this? Like, if you just say, "Ha, you answer it," so I realized that what they say in any system design interview is keep going into more and more depth. So, for example,
Yes.
for a person who has 2 years experience or 1 year experience or even 0 years experience, expectation is okay. There is a load balancer. Good. You're sending a request from the internet, so it is going through routers. Explain that. And now, if you want to add more capacity, what do you do? Scaling, horizontal scaling. Good, 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 good. With her, the expectation was that, oh yeah, you have multiple availability zones. India में एक server है, US में तो है. Don't waste my time. There's only 40 minutes. Don't waste my time telling me the basics. Go into depth. Like pick on one topic, which was in her case it was text search. Text search was really tough. So she had to go into like the sharding algos, go into really deep how she's going to do the searching. So
Okay.
yeah, that was the interesting bit. Like I realized that that would be a 2 hour interview for a fresher, but they mentioned that much depth in 40 minutes. So usually that's the differentiating factor. It is depth.
For example, if you were an interviewer, what key things you would expect from the candidate?
In system design or algorithms?
No, system design.
System design. Honestly, it depends the level of experience. For a person with 2 to 4 years of experience, I would expect them to be able to take a system and break it into modules. Like what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with the like a person who's a fresher, right? A fresher, fresh out of college. What do you do? Do they know that a computer can crash? I didn't know that.
Okay.
Honestly, I came to Morgan Stanley. They started asking me internal interviews में कि गौरव ये कंप्यूटर का क्रैश हो गया तो क्या होगा? सर कंप्यूटर क्रैश ये क्या? They're like, what if the power supply goes away? सर power supply generator होगा ना आपके पास कुछ तो होगा. चुप, बिल्कुल चुप. I'm actually now, I understand that computer crashing is not a normal thing which is taught in college. It can crash. Another thing which I would really ask a student is, everyone is good at algos, okay, when they are preparing. So you need to read a text document and find me all the words Kushal. So everyone will come with like, I'm going to use this order n algorithm, I'm going to do dynamic programming.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay. Can you make it faster? Can you make it faster? And they say, sir, इससे ज़्यादा तो मतलब ज़्यादा complicated होएगा. You are reaching the time, but you can use multiple computers ना साथ में. So that thing is not like use multiple computers in parallel. And
Yes.
in the interviews always I used to be like, नहीं sir, ये तो multiple computers तो cheating होगा. But reality business में ऐसा है कि if you're using multiple computers, you will get the job done faster and you'll make more money. That's the hope. So, ये सब basics मतलब you should start for a fresher. As it gets more and more experience level, I would start asking more on what if computer crashes, what if वो जगह का पूरा electricity उड़ गया, what if वहाँ पे permissions हमारे हट गए, फिर क्या करोगे? So that gets more engineering stuff.
Got it. So many students, ask me over LinkedIn and other social media handles like what is system design, and sometimes over YouTube comments as well. So I used to, direct them to your channel. Just go there. There is amazing course over it. But sometimes students ask me what is the difference between HLD, that is high level design, and low level design, and I was like blank at that moment. What should I, answer to that question? So according to you, what should be the appropriate answer to this?
So LLD, when we say low-level design or machine coding, the usual expectation is that some code will be shown at the end of the interview.
Okay.
So all design persons usually start with, you just mention your requirements, and then you say, like in Splitwise, you'll say 3 or 4 things that I will do. I'll settlements, I'll handle it, I will note down things and all that. Then end में in high-level design, they say good. And in low-level design, they say कि अब इसका code लिखो, which is scary, थोड़ा scary because they focus on code quality and they focus on how much a person follows engineering practices like testing.
I see.
Yeah, if you have multiple requests for Splitwise पे 2 लोग same time पे edit कर रहे हैं, तो किसका edit जाए? तो वो थोड़ा मतलब बोलने में आसान है, करने में मुश्किल है in code. So when it is high level design, they usually focus more on बड़ा सोचो, big picture में देखो US में हमारा सर्वर, देखो इंडिया में सर्वर है. जब low level design में बोलते देखो कंप्यूटर में लिख दो, इसको ऐसे कर दो, ऐसे. Like
got it.
That would be the main difference.
Okay, so how one should approach a system design problem? Like what are the key steps one should follow?
Yeah, well, in the start, this happens very often, right? For example, if I say design Uber, don't jump to the system design. Don't jump to the requirements that we know. Discuss with the interviewer, okay, Uber means that we have maybe different people in different parts of the city and different cabs in different parts of the city, and you want to match them together. And then maybe the interviewer will give you a hint ki, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, or they'll say that, no, I was looking for the machine learning part. पीछे जो होता है Uber का backend system में करके दिखाओ. So in this way, what happens is you don't put your risk. I mean, you control the risk. If you build something पहले से and they say कि नहीं ये वाला मुझे देखना ही नहीं था, that's a problem. I agree. It is part interviewer's fault. उसने Uber बोला क्यों अगर उसको taxi matching नहीं दिखने का है. लेकिन क्या करे? You know the power is in the interviewer's hand. Unfortunately, I've been in that position, and it's when you're in the opposite position, you're much more scared. Much more scared. So
I see. Mhm. So, for example, if you have designed a large-scale distributed system, now how you actually, find the flaws into it? What are the, debugging techniques that you follow?
So think really pessimistically would be my suggestion. Some people overdo it, but if you think pessimistically, you start seeing all the flaws that can happen. One good way, like general pessimistic idea is, what if this component crashes? What if this component cannot talk to this component? What if this? So that is like two things. The third thing would be, what if this component is speaking too much? Like for example, I am doing this interview, I'm talking too much and very fast. So there is too much load that you're putting on the other system, and it may not be able to handle so many requests. So if you think pessimistically, all the engineering things should be taken care of. I remember a meme. There is a meme where a physicist who like spoon ko, on the edge of a glass, they are balancing it. And this is like,
Yes, yes.
I don't know if you already seen the meme, but then there is the engineer who comes, takes sellotape and wraps it around. That's our job as an engineer, to make sure sellotape laga hai, basically making sure it works.
Mostly students in India, from like college students, mostly prepare for system design interviews in order to crack jobs. But how should one practice designing with respect to building a startup like you did at your end?
Right. It's difficult, doing this practically. I learned a lot in my startup. I had this. So I have done a little bit of system designing, and I have worked in companies which have indirectly unlimited budgets. Let's say, for example, in Uber, if you go and you ask कि मुझे message क्यों चाहिए, Kafka का ये दे दे क्या? They'll be like, हाँ ले लो, a few $100. So what's the big deal? So,
भाई पैसा हो तो क्या कुछ नहीं हो सकता.
But over here, then you go like, oh my god, that's expensive. Yeah, is there something?
Obviously.
Can we ignore the Kafka thing? कुछ और कर सकते हैं क्या? Simpler कर सकते हैं क्या? So it's interesting. I think in the real world, when you do system design, you learn that money is a real big factor. It's not just scale, which is a factor. Money is a big factor. And as for where we should prepare from, YouTube videos can help. My channel is there, and there are other things. But YouTube videos are more like, they tell you the theory and the concept. The reality will come, I think, through open source projects is a good idea.
Yes.
It's a tough, thing to motivate yourself to join an open source project and do it. But yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yes.
Apart from that, I don't see too many opportunities doing design.
Understood. So it was great talking to you, Gaurav. I guess we have covered a lot of questions. A lot of doubts have been cleared of mine as well as of the audience. And there is a small rapid fire round I have prepared for you. So are you ready with it?
I'm always scared of this, but okay.
So like I was pretty, confused or surprised how somebody's name could be GKCS. I was trying to figure out what would be the full form of it. So what is the full form of GKCS?
GKCS, the name comes from after college, after getting placed. GK stands for general knowledge, CS stands for counter. So those were the that I was doing after getting placed. Yeah, it's a very dumb name. Yeah, I know.
I mean, like the conception that I had was like it is somewhat related to Gaurav Sen and some KS is in between.
No, I thought so. People, in Uber and in Directi, when I was talking to them, they used to. A lot of them thought it is Gaurav Kumar, must be K. And then there is C, which is something to do with computers, maybe. But then I was like, you overthought. I'm not that smart. I'm very dumb.
Okay, the second question is like which system you like the most or you are fascinated from, like Instagram or Uber or any?
I think Elasticsearch is really big. Elasticsearch would be my favorite. If you're talking about apps, Google Maps.
Yes.
That's a tough one. I don't know how they've done it exactly, but it's exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So, like you are, inclined, you have an inclination towards system design as well as towards algorithm. So, algorithms versus system design, or precisely CP versus system design.
Uh, CP. CP, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty, unexpected answer.
Yeah, no. If I get the correct answer, then I go like, yeah, that tick mark.
Okay. Final question. What you prefer, dark mode or light mode?
Dark mode. I actually I'm watching this in dark mode, although it's day, but
Great, great. Amazing. Thank you, Gaurav, for your time. And I really appreciate that. And it will definitely help the community out there. And, great talking with you. Glad to connect with you. It was really inspiring. And, what I don't have words to say, to be honest. So thank you and all the best for with your startup and for your journey ahead.
thank you, Kushal, and thanks again for making this possible, and thanks for taking the time not only to listen but also actually prepare these questions. These are for the guys watching this. This takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So thank you for actually doing this for the community. Thanks.